Hello and welcome to RPG A Day 2021. Today is August 19th and the prompt word for today is theme. So I don't have any call-ins for today. Hopefully I will get some. I'm answering Joe Richter's question from his podcast on my podcast. I'm going to talk about some themes in the games that I run. So I think I'll just go in order, or maybe because it's recent in my mind, is the theme of Twilight 2000 is heavily ensconced in survival. You have to eke out a living in the post-apocalyptic world of a fictitious World War III, and important aspects of that theme are food consumption and finding food, fuel consumption and finding fuel or making fuel. And I've noticed that the players have embraced this theme because they're not so gung-ho to do things. They really think through and strategize what to do next. And I think it's pretty cool that they have taken ownership of this survival theme in the game to stay alive. In fact, after 3 sessions, they have not been shot at because they've set things up so well that they have either shot first or not engaged or made sure that they ambush a foe. So far so good. Maybe the theme will change, but right now in this initial breakout scenario, the theme is survival. My Wednesday bi-weekly game is going to be Starfinder Horizons of the Vast adventure path. We just started it, and the first adventure is Planetfall, and I feel like the theme for that is going to be exploration. The players land on a planet and have to create a settlement, explore their charter, learn about the new world, and I think they're going to do it. We had a session 0 the last time we played. We didn't play this week, we're playing next week, and they're going to be fighting something as the planetfall happens. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll see how they take on this theme of exploration as they develop their characters. The theme in Warhammer Fantasy, that's the game I run on Thursdays, and it's a live game with my home group that I've been running with for a long time. We actually completed a Warhammer Fantasy story using the 4th edition rule set. We've completed Terror in Talabheim, where a Skaven incursion erupts from the depths below the city, and the characters became the big damn heroes in that tale. They even had a statue made of them. We put those characters aside because they had become pretty powerful and were in the service of a powerful political patron. So we might get back to that, I don't know. But I think the theme that is in common with the theme in the current campaign is like hidden danger, deceit, the power behind the throne in a way, what's going on. And I think that is part of the mystery and horror theme and tone that comes with the Warhammer Fantasy. It is not heavy on the combat. We do have fights and combats. There seems to be in our games a lot of exploration and mystery investigation, and then a fight maybe towards the end, and then new mysteries and questions that are unraveled. But it definitely is, and maybe the theme isn't really part of deceit. Maybe the theme is corruption. I think that might be what it is. It seems that there's everything trying to tempt the players to embrace corruption. So I think maybe that is what's going on in that game. For our Deadlands game, I feel like the theme is Western and the West. This idea of horror in the West as well. You know, it's with some new players who have not played in role-playing games before, and I think they are sort of, maybe the theme is nostalgia, right? The nostalgia for this Wild West, but it's an alternate history. It has steampunk tropes. It definitely has a horror going on in the background, and it uses a savage world, so the theme is also one of heroism and becoming heroic or acting heroic. So I think the characters have bought in on that one too, so they're really enjoying that and tackling that theme of weird Wild West. I have a couple sporadic games that I haven't run a while. I think those are the 4 main games that I'm running now, but I have a couple sporadic games. One is America, and then one is America. So America, I guess the theme is crazy gonzo, post-apocalyptic, very much like what you see in the Mad Max, Fury Road type movies, especially because the current adventure we're on in America is like this Death Race 2000 type of thing. So it is kind of funny, haha, slapstick in a way, but I think that's fine. And then the last game that is sporadic is our Call of Cthulhu That Innsmouth Look. And while the theme in Call of Cthulhu is generally horror, cosmic horror, I think in this particular game the theme might be change. And what does that mean? One of the characters might have that Innsmouth blood, which, if you know, we don't know yet. We really don't know. We haven't explored that quite yet. But if you are familiar with Lovecraft and the tales, then so that Innsmouth blood might mean that he is becoming a deep one. But we'll explore that, and I think that's a kind of a different theme for that game. Actually, Call of Cthulhu brings up reminds me that I'm trying to run a solo game with my wife, and I've decided to use the Arkham Unveiled product. And I think, while the theme again is going to be mystery and cosmic horror, I think it's going to be, the theme is going to focus on the development of this character in this Arkham world. I think Amy has decided that she's going to have her character, it's going to be, since the first adventure, like 6 years, so we'll have to figure that out, and she's going to develop her character. So the theme is one of developing your character, and more how a female deals with the 1920s world. Female professional deals with the 1920s world. So I think it should be very interesting on how we explore that theme. So it's not just going to be, looking for Cthulhu Mythos monsters. I think there'd be a lot of other things that might go on in that game. So there you go. In brief, the various themes of the games that I am running. So that's it for today's RPG a Day prompt theme, and I'll talk to you soon. I guess as a short addendum, those of you who are playing in these games, does that make sense? Is that the themes that you think or you feel are being explored or could be explored? Let me know. I'll talk to you later.